Machine Man 2020 issue 2 sees Aaron confront his newer self, telling X-52 he's trademark infringing. Jocasta calls Aaron a mess, but X-52 tells her to cut him some slack, since he's sick. He explains to Aaron he is X-52, the newer, upgraded Machine Man of 2020, but all is not lost for Aaron Stack as Arno Stark and Banetronics want to help fix him. Aaron becomes enraged, attacking his doppelganger, who tells Jocasta to stay back. However, Jocasta refuses, reminding her husband that she was once the bride of Ultron and can handle herself, blasting Aaron with her lasers. Aaron tries to explain that he is doing this for her, but Jocasta knows that he's actually really doing it for himself. X-52 blasts Aaron, telling him every X model has gone insane from X1 to X50, and now Aaron has as well. X-52 transports Aaron into a simulation inside his head, showing him his creator removing a small bomb from inside Aaron's head and telling him to put on a face, something no X model before him has ever gotten. Aaron remembers this was also the time where his father was killed, pleading with the VR simulation of his father to get clear of the bomb he had just removed from his head, but it's too late as the bomb goes off, killing him. Aaron comes back to reality, told that this really happened. Jocasta says that all of the other X models lost their minds, but he didn't, and it was thanks to Abel Stack. X-52 says that guidance of humans helped him greatly, but not just that, but real love as well, the kind that Sunset and Arno have for him. Aaron knows that what happened to Jocasta wasn't love or medicine to help her, it was a lobotomy. Using his arms, X-52 binds Aaron, telling him that he needs help, just like how he got help. X-52 shows how angry Aaron was while he was out in the world, but his father's influence allowed him to seek out humans. X-52 knows he sought out guidance and wishes Arno and Sunset could have been there to help him then, but they are now. Aaron says that he was young and stupid back then and doesn't need humans telling him what to do, but X-52 says that if that was the case, he wouldn't have had friends like Peter Spaulding or Gears Garvin, or even disguised himself as a human and taken a job as an insurance investigator. Aaron says that he was searching for something, a way to give his existence meaning, and he found it finally in Jocasta. Jocasta, however, knows when they met, he made her life a living hell and destroyed it, since Aaron was losing grip on his sanity and becoming more violent. Aaron bursts from his binds, saying that they are hypocrites, since he too has memory banks full of histories of violence, like Sunset Bane's past, where she called herself Madam Menace and actually stole one of his arms. X-52 says that Sunset knows of her mistakes and acknowledges them and betters herself from them, just like she can do for Aaron. Jocasta and X-52 say that he can have a purpose now, since a cosmic threat is coming to destroy the world and Arno was born to stop it, and now they too can help him out and be heroes, just like Abel wanted. Jocasta says that he can have all of that, or continue to try and blow up hospitals full of kids. Aaron says that that was just a bluff and he never was going to blow up the hospital, but the two know the explosives he used were live. Aaron tells them to stop it, since Abel Stack wasn't his father. He was a fool who didn't get out of the way of a bomb in time, and he manipulated him. Aaron falls to the ground, overcome with emotion, as X-52 says that he can have a purpose and a family if he just takes his hand. Aaron goes to grab his counterpart's hand, but instead blasts him, following him through the hole he blasts through the wall, telling his upgraded brother that he made one fatal human mistake. He touted Sunset changing as a virtue and evolution, while the changes they condemn him for prove he's alive. Aaron again blasts his brother, and Jocasta steps in, blasting him in the head with her lasers, telling him it's all over now. Aaron doesn't stop, using his extended arms and chainsaws to cut Jocasta's head off. Aaron tells her that Bane gave her a new body and she doesn't need it, especially when the joints in her older body were a lot stronger. X-52 grabs his brother, ripping Aaron's arm off and telling him his corruption is worse than they thought, and only a hard reset can fix him. X-52 continues pulling Aaron's legs and arms off, telling him when he wakes up he will be with friends and all this acting out will be water under the bridge once the obedience code is uploaded. He hugs his limbless brother, telling him he's glad he got to see him this time, only because it showed how much of an improvement he is over Aaron. Aaron agrees he is better, but there's one thing X-52 doesn't have: unpredictability. Aaron shoots out his telescopic eyes, which X-52 grabs with his mouth and rips off, saying Aaron is mad. Aaron counted on his brother doing this, as the robot parts make their way into X-52's body, infecting his systems, which Aaron knows are just cheap parts in order to cut corners on Banetronic's behalf. X-52's systems fail and he goes offline as Aaron reassembles himself. Jocasta can't believe Aaron killed him, but he tells her that he can and will rebuild him, but only once his brother's free will is restored. Aaron picks up Jocasta's head and the woman says that he's not one and there's nothing he can do about the submission code getting out of Bane Tower. Aaron knows the code, however, is in Jocasta's head and he isn't saving his beloved. He's going to deliver her CPU to the robot resistance. Jocasta becomes angered, trying to blast Aaron with her heat vision, but he uses it to cut his way out of the room and into one filled with Banetronic soldiers, whom Jocasta thinks he will kill. Aaron, however, says he will only tenderize them a bit, fighting his way out of the pit. Jocasta continues to try and convince Aaron to join her and Sunset, and Aaron says that maybe she is right and he has known he would be much happier with the code in him, but he knows it would make him meaningless and hollow. More Banetronic's men arrive and Jocasta tells her former husband she will never forgive him for this, but Aaron tells her he loves her, and while he grieves for the machine man he once was, this is the machine man he is now, and this one tells the soldiers in front of him to pray to their fleshy god as he attacks them. Machine Man 2020 issue 2 ended Aaron's tie-in to the Iron Man 2020 event in a really cool way that both did something new with him while also honoring Machine Man's storied past. I enjoyed the voice Christos Gage gave Aaron, and I've enjoyed his journey to find himself and his own identity, not just in this tie-in, but also the Tony Stark Iron Man issues. Gage made Aaron both an insufferable dick and a sad, lonely man just trying to find out who he is, and that's not really an easy thing to do, so kudos to Christos Gage and Dan Slott and all those guys for doing such great work with Machine Man, and it's made me look forward to where he shows up next. I'm going to give this issue a 9 out of 10.